Stadium in Champaign, Illinois. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Western Michigan Broncos, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to... The Broncos will kick it away to start. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Illinois Fighting Illini offense will have the ball first. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressures. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Back to throw, it's Altmaier. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Illinois needs a big play here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Dead center perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
So the Western Michigan Broncos offense will go to work for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Turning it on. Rustled out of bounds at the 26. A huge pickup on the ground.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play-action game.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Off the play fake. Going for 6. And that one is picked off in the end zone. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Never a good time for a turnover, but it always seems a little worse when you're about to knock on the door of the end zone.
No doubt about it. And it's this area of the field, Reese, where your execution really has to be great. Because down in the red zone, the windows to throw into it for a quarterback, they're smaller and they close a lot quicker. So you really have to be on the same page as your wide receiver. And that time, the offense and the QB simply were not.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking for a man, it's Altmaier. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. That's the end of the period. It's Illinois with the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking for space, it's Buckley. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. They go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Broncos have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. It's complete to the left. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'll run the sneak for it. The Broncos are moving quickly down the field. He'll keep it himself. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. He'll ride his man on the option. Gives it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Lowry. Got his man. Didn't get nearly enough done on 3rd down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line. Defense calls the timeout, trying to build up the nerves with this kicker. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Georgia Tech has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside Bobby Dodd Stadium. They're up by 7 over Clemson. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Phyllis?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. The Fighting Illini facing a 3rd and long to keep this drive alive. Catch in the middle, it's Sanders. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The pull and throw off the RPO. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Clement. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. They just keep firing. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. Illinois now staring at a 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Altmaier on target. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36.
1st down, Illinois.
The hand to the running back. Across the 25. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Gives it on the option. Hard running there. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. Illinois can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. From the gun. Give on the inside. Smashes through the tackle. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Illini!
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line. Getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a one-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the first half.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Keeps it on the draw.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been taking in a magnificent scene there today in Champaign. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Illinois has it teed up, ready to start the second half. On the move from inside is 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line, a pickup of 6. To the air, it's Lowry. Unloads to the right. A strike downfield. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field.
Hold it.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Leaves it with the back. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. The sure hands, it's Leary. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Broncos are rolling down the field. Finding an escape route.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on first down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
Dragged down at the 39, but he's got 5 yards, and they'll move the sticks. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll run play action. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. The Broncos will punt it away on 4th down. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Tight end now in motion. They'll give it to the back. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. The give on the inside. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the 1st down. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. That's the end of the quarter, and Illinois has the lead here. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Off play action on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw. It's Altmaier. Finds his tight end. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Illinois coming out with a 1st and 10. The inside handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. That'll be enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 48.
And they did everything right in this 4-minute type situation, trying to bleed the clock. First you get the completion, then you get the 1st down, and you stay in bounds. You could not execute that play any better.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Illinois needs a big play here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The kick is on its way. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Looking downfield, it's Lowry. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you can tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They had to punt last time they had it. Highly unlikely that'll happen here, barring utter disaster. Great field position. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. We'll see how the offensive coordinator pieces together this drive down late in the 4th. Looking to throw on 1st down. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He's got him. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Lowry. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here's a heat. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Trailing by a touchdown, this 4th down opportunity is gargantuan. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. Fans of defense probably love this game, guys. Fans of offense, not so much. But fans of winning? Oh, everybody's a fan of winning, and they found a way to get it done.
A win is a win is a win is a win. It doesn't matter how you get it done. This was not pretty by any stretch. Phenomenal defense, offense. They've got a lot of work to do coming up. But at the end of the day, David, that's a happy locker room.
Yeah, you know what? You pretty boys say it's not pretty. That was beautiful. That was gorgeous. You talk about hitting people. You talk about tackling. You talk about physicality.